The close-up shot is one of the most common tools in visual storytelling. It tightly frames the subject so that the subject becomes the primary focus within the shot. Since this type of shots allow the filmmaker to connect the audience with the subject on a deeper emotional level, directors often use this type of shots to keep their audience in tune. When the subject is a person, close-up camera shot amplifies the subject's facial expressions, which can convey many types of emotions to the audience, since facial shots are perfect to focus the audience's attention on a person's feelings or reactions. In this video essay, I'm going to focus primarily on how directors use close-up shots to reveal the character's grief and sorrow emotion, and how this type of shot helps render the sad and depressed atmosphere. In the movie Joan of Arc, Jarre communicates primarily through visual clues, and especially through close-ups of the human face, which serve as narrative canvas. These close-ups of Joan and her judges are the most striking visual feature of the film. Contemporary reviews of the film remarked on this as well. And yet these close-ups bear considerable narrative weight in communicating the raw human emotion of the trial and its aftermath: anger, perplexity, condensation, sympathy, and sadness from the judges. Since this is a film about oppression, belief, and sorrow, the close-ups allowed the audience to have an intimate exploration of emotions that Joan of Arc has been through. In the 1957 film 12 Angry Men, if you remove the close-ups in the film, the plot will still operate the same, but by getting closer to the actors' faces, the audience are taking on the same journey as the characters as they slowly change their mind. This last close-up shot focuses on the main antagonist, starred by Lee Cobb. In this scene, the character is weeping and is immersed in deep sorrow as well as regret. The close-up shot allows the audience to feel the sadness and grief that this character is experiencing in the film. The audience is taking on his point of view. The director of Saving Private Ryan, Spielberg, once said, "Emotional contagion is not a deliberate or intellectual process, but one that takes place involuntarily and unconsciously. This is the power of the close-up." Spielberg uses the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan to prove this point. From the first scene of the film that presents the story, the audience is thrust into the horror of war. While focusing on the main craft, holding members of Captain Miller's squad, the camera is positioned at eye level as it records individual, medium close-up shots of the various soldiers on board. The camera moves with the boat as it makes its way through the water and provides a visual sensation for the audience of personally being there and gazing into the soldier's eyes. An emotional connection with the subject is formed. The audience can see the fear, desperation, and sadness in soldiers' eyes. They clearly know that they might say farewell to the world after this battle. The camera then zooms in on the terrified glare of Captain Miller, where the blood streaming down his face, exposing how pale his face has become due to the contrast of red and white colors. This red could have been used to show how cruel the battle is, and this white, pale face shows Miller's grief. The close shot here helps to render a sad and depressed atmosphere. This Omaha Beach landing opening scene is successful because we do not know the characters' backstories or personalities or motivations at the beginning, but through the strategic use of close-ups, Spielberg connects the audience to these characters on an emotional level.
Will you be alright here now on your own?
I'll get twice as much work done with you out of the way.
The short film, Wushkebehe, is about an Irishman who misses his boat, the Titanic, to immigrate to America. When Tom says goodbye to his father and heads off to Queenstown to board his ship for America, they're both certain that this will be the last time they see each other. Here, the director uses close-up shots to show the protagonist's sad and grief emotions. Then, towards the end of the film, the scene shows how desperate he is when he misses the boat. The close-up shot of the character weeping in silence is really powerful.